What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the After Run Bourbon Club, brought to you by Castle on the Hill Productions. Today is a very special episode for a couple reasons for me. First off, today is the season finale of the first season of After Run Bourbon Club, which means that all the bourbons we've tried this year, these 5 bourbons, they're going back up onto the wall, and we will have a whole new set of bourbons for season 2. The second reason is because of my guest today. She is a very talented athlete and a Kentucky native who once had a future NBA champion slide into her DMs. She will tell you that she is not a runner and that she only used running to stay in shape for field hockey, which she played from 8th grade all the way through her collegiate career. But those of us who know her know that she is, in fact, a true runner and is currently the pacer of the 5:45 pace group at Northeast Track Club. She has a personal best in the mile of 5:51, and for the half marathon, a 1:38. And now she is training for her very first marathon, the Marine Corps Marathon here in Washington, D.C. She is also the reason that this podcast exists, because without her, I never would have developed such a love for bourbon. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the bourbon table my wife, Kerri Kolarik. How you doing?
Good.
Yeah.
How are you?
Good. I'm good. I'm happy to have you here on my season finale.
Happy to be here. It was a really short trip.
Yeah, just
From the
right
couch.
from the couch right to
Yeah,
here. Yeah.
it's great.
No, it was great. Yeah. How was your day today? How's life treating you?
Life's good.
Yeah. Did you run today?
I did run today.
How
It was
far?
terrible. I ran 6 miles.
Yeah.
Every minute of that run was a slog, and I hated it.
Yeah, it was super hot today and incredibly humid. To quote the Weather Channel, a tropical depression has moved into DC, and we are going to be experiencing some muggy, hot weather for like a week. It's going to suck.
I love that we get the tropical with like no benefits. There's no ocean
Yeah,
here.
there's no ocean.
And like all we have is the Potomac, which is poop infested. So.
I mean, you can be on the water.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
So it is a tropical depression in that I'm depressed in my heart.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
No, that's very fair. Okay. Well, so as your intro stated, you're the reason I got into bourbon.
Yes.
Tell the people why I had to get into bourbon.
I said that to date me, you had to do one of 2 things. One was drink bourbon. I was a pick-me bourbon drinker from Kentucky, mildly performative, but it was all I drank at the time. A nice bourbon and Coke was my go-to.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
this is going to be different because it is not bourbon and Coke. It's
No.
just bourbon, and the Coke really makes a difference.
Sure, it makes a difference. But you've done bourbon tasting before, so this
Yeah.
is not going to be like a brand new experience for you. Yeah,
No.
you can do this.
Yeah.
I have the full faith and confidence that you are going to live up to your Kentucky roots.
I think so.
Yeah.
I feel confident.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, should we get started?
Sure.
Okay, so we're going to start from the inside and move our way out.
Okay.
And the first bourbon that we're going to have tonight is Buffalo Trace. So Buffalo Trace is a 90 proof bourbon.
All right.
All right, cheers. Its flavor profile is vanilla, mint, brown sugar, spice, oak, leather, toffee, and candied fruit.
Okay. Definitely burns.
Definitely got that burnout, yeah. Second sip should be better.
Yeah. I definitely feel that Kentucky hug right in here.
Do you taste any of the flavor profile?
Not at the moment. Right now it just burns.
Straight burn.
But when I smelled it,
Yeah.
it did smell sweet to me. Like I smelled that candiness of it. It smelled very nice.
Yeah, I get a lot of the vanilla on the nose. Like that is where the sweetness for me comes from.
Did you say toffee?
I did say toffee. Yes, toffee and candied fruit.
Yeah, I smell the toffee for
Okay,
sure.
interesting. I know what toffee smells like, but to me, it's like toffee should be more caramely, I think. No? And I get more hints of vanilla. And mint a little bit too.
Just burn right now.
Okay.
Ask me on this one.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
By the time we get to the fourth one?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, while we continue to sip on the Buffalo Trace, let me ask you your first question.
All right.
All right. So you have an incredible origin story, and you do. You have a great origin story. And we could probably do a full season of 12 episodes just recapping your whole life, every season of your life.
That's crazy.
It's not crazy. It's not crazy.
Okay.
You have some wild stories.
Okay.
And we're going to get into some of those later. But I think we should start with the story that I alluded to in your intro.
Okay.
Because it's one of the first stories that you told me
I'll tell anyone.
Yeah, exactly. This is how you want people to get to know you, is through this story.
Right.
And that is a future NBA champion once slid into your DMs.
Yes.
He's a current champion now, but he was future at the time.
Yeah. I saw his potential.
Why don't you go ahead and regale the people?
Okay.
Yeah.
The year was 2012. As you mentioned, I lived in Kentucky. I went to school in Kentucky, not the University of, but I was a huge, and still am, Kentucky fan. So I followed the big players on Twitter,
Sure.
as it was at the time. And one of those players was Anthony Davis, who was the king of the 2012 national championship Kentucky basketball team. I was in DC that summer, so season had ended. It's now the summer. They had just won. They're getting ready for the NBA draft, and it was the Olympic trials in DC for basketball. I was here for my internship. I get on my little bus to go to my internship in the morning, and Anthony Davis tweets, "In DC," and I respond as I'm talking to a celebrity. Me too.
Yeah.
And within an hour, mind you, it's 8 a.m.
Okay.
Within an hour, I get he starts following me, and I was like, and I was like, oh my God. That to me was enough. But then moments later, I get a DM, and he just says, "What you trying to do?" And I was like, not anything with him, but I was so flattered, but I needed to needed to keep the conversation going,
Right,
because
yeah.
I couldn't let that go. I couldn't just be no.
Yeah.
So I, was like, "How long are you here?" And he was like, "We leave tonight." I was like, such a short amount of time. And then again, now at this point, I think it's 11 a.m. Still very early in the day. And then he's like, "So you trying to come to my hotel?" And I was like, whoa. No, but obviously I didn't want to just turn down Anthony Davis.
Right. Yeah.
So I just didn't respond because I just did not know what to do.
You left him on red?
I left him on red, and then he double messaged me and said, "Hello, I do still have the screenshots. I'm wondering if I should print them out and put them on a poster and go to the Wizards game next time, because now he's back in DC.
He is in DC.
And I can just, remind him of his glory days at Kentucky."
Yeah, because he hasn't
He's been injured.
He's
You speak on.
He's been injured for 7 years.
No. He still has a nice place in my heart as my favorite basketball player, and I'm excited to see what he does for the Wizards.
Yeah. I don't think his wife would appreciate you bringing those DMs to...
Probably not. And I don't know if my husband would appreciate it either.
You mean me?
So we could ask him.
No, I would not.
Whatever. But
we're gonna avoid all Wizards games.
I think it's good for you that you get to say, "My wife turned down Anthony Davis
and then married me."
Yeah. So I think that's a win for you.
No, it is. I fully take that as a win. Yeah. I have no issues with...
You and Anthony Davis don't have beef?
No, I don't have beef with Anthony Davis. I am not insecure in our relationship. And if you really want to print out those DMs and take it to a Wizards game, we can go and see what happens. Maybe he'll sign it for you.
Yes. Okay, now you're thinking big. I like that idea.
But then we got to get floor seats or something. We got to be close, because we can't be... Last time we were in a box.
Yeah.
And that's too high up.
I have some time. We have a whole season ahead of us. Season hasn't even begun.
We haven't
so
yeah. And this is assuming that he's even going to play, because who knows?
doesn't matter. Even
he'll
if
be
he's on the
injured.
bit, that means we don't even have to be as close. We just have to be behind enough that I can, because he'll be, if he's right on the bench, then I can just
hand him the poster.
Yeah. Like, hey, can you sign this? That's you. That's me. Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, that is, I mean, okay. So that's a great story. That is, it's like, it goes to the myth and legend that is Kerri Kolarik, right?
Wow.
I mean, am I wrong? You keep acting like the idea of this origin and backstory is not something worth documenting.
I mean, I do share it with anyone I meet. I'm like, are you at all familiar with the game of basketball? I'm like, do I have a story for you? So yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, my origin story.
Yeah.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll go with that.
All right. So, first bourbon down.
Yep.
How are you feeling?
Great.
Do you have any more? Or are you tapped out on the Buffalo Trace? 3 sips, and that's it for tonight.
That was good.
Yeah.
For Buffalo Trace. It was a school night.
Fine. It is a school night.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to finish mine, and then we will get into the second one. What do you think?
Great.
All right. So, second one is the Woodford Reserve Double Oaked. This one is 90.4 proof, so just a tad bit more. This one should be a lot sweeter.
Can I do a little...
Yeah, you can do a little sniff test.
This one definitely... This to me smells smoother and sweeter in like a gourmand way.
Okay.
Where this,
I didn't know we were getting all fancy with it tonight.
Where this smells sweeter in like a tangier, like I feel like the candied fruit. Or you said baked fruit.
Yeah, baked fruit.
I feel like I smell the fruitiness, like it's almost like a soury sweet rather than or like a tart sweet rather than like a smooth cookie sweet or something.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying. The flavor profile for this one is vanilla, honey, chocolate, toasted oak, caramel, spice, hazelnut, and baked fruit.
I like that.
I'm surprised that you like it, because you do not like baked fruits.
I do not.
Yeah.
I don't taste baked fruit though. And maybe that I smell like the vanilla of this one, which I typically like. And maybe this one just is like the first pancake.
Sure.
It needs to test, and now I'm just like, oh, this is good.
Well, I'm glad that you're getting into it now. Yeah. Okay. So, second question.
Okay.
I mentioned you played field hockey growing up from 8th grade on to through your college career.
Yeah, big D3 gal.
Big D3 gal, yep. And that's actually where you became really good friends with one of the best friends that you still have to this day, Sydney. So I asked her to provide a little bit of input for this interview today. And here's what she said, and I quote, "There are so many stories of conditioning and running that I think we probably trauma bonded through those experiences. However, Kerri always took everything head on and was so inspiring and motivating. She was also one of the fastest, if not the fastest, on the team and knew how to set the pace. One thing about Kerri, no one was going to work harder or show up harder than her."
Aww.
So I think that last part still holds true today. Like you're going to go out and you're going to work hard and be the hardest worker at anything you do. And so my question is, what is it that drives you to push yourself to always try to be the best at everything that you do?
So when it comes to like team sports, group environments, it really is that group. And like, as you were asking that question, the first thing that came to my mind was shame. And I say that all the time, like I am motivated by shame. And maybe that's like my negative way of framing it in like a hee hee ha ha way.
Sure,
but I do think it is like feeling like I owe the people I'm with something, that if I'm going to show up, it's for the betterment of the group. Like my personal success is much less important to me than the success of the group. I would feel like a failure if I let my group down, if I didn't show up on behalf of all the people who also chose to show up with me. So, in field hockey, I don't actually think I was that good, technical wise. Like Sydney just had the woman who asked the question, or provided that answer. she was always so sound in how she operated things. Like she approached things in this like steady way and was very like skilled and tactical.
Sure.
None of those words would ever be used to describe me. Like I am chaotic, I am aggressive, I am maybe a bit impulsive in my actions. And so I knew to continue to be an important person on the team, to be somebody that people looked up to, I needed to show up all the time so that I could outweigh where I lacked. And I think that is how I approach things. I feel like I'm somewhat self aware of where my strengths and weaknesses are. And so I try to really dive in on where I'm strong. And I think showing up, being a motivator, and being somebody who makes you feel like you can get through it is what I bring to the table, and that's what I do think I continue to bring to the table in like life and work and relationships and friendships and when I'm pacing. And part of why I got into pacing is because I needed that accountability to show up for somebody else and not just myself. So I think it's more so for others that I show up with any type of enthusiasm, because if it were just myself, I just don't have it, and it doesn't feel natural. It feels very
Okay, I was gonna say I don't think that you don't have it because
yeah.
I've watched you train over the years for several races, and we didn't always have the community that we have now, but you still show up and you still put in the work, and so you are doing a little bit for yourself, right?
Yeah.
And maybe about that is, I mean, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I would agree, and I think I'm becoming better at that, or more. It's more of a to see what I can do in a positive way rather than a negative self-talk way. So I think now it is like I just always want to see what I can do and see. I think I kind of unlocked a different level of running in the last couple of years, and I'm more curious to see like what can I do. I've always felt limited in my running abilities,
Yeah.
and now I feel less that way. So I think like now it might be a little more personal, but ultimately I think I've gotten here
Yeah.
because of a group, because of people who encourage me to like dive into that curiosity of what I can do and accomplish and things like that.
That's amazing, and I've seen the growth. I've been fortunate to be, front row seat and watching you go from the person who did things like you said. You were a bit chaotic, and you just went all out, 100% balls to the wall. And when it comes to the running side of that, that kind of would lend itself to burning you out, right? And so you had this love-hate relationship with running. And now that you are taking a more measured approach, you understand that there are needs for down days and this kind of stuff. I think the maturity in your running has grown significantly
Yeah.
since I've known you.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah, and I mean, it's great to see, and I'm enjoying watching you accomplish new goals, set harder and higher bars for yourself, and reach for that every day. Yeah, you're welcome. You gonna cry?
No,
You're a crier.
I don't ever cry. It's a crazy thing to say.
That is the crazy thing to say. You cry more than anyone I know, honestly.
What you're talking about?
Uh-huh. Okay. Even Burrito agrees with me. Yeah, he said, yeah, she cries. Yeah, right, Burrito? She's a crier.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 down. What did you think between like the
I think I like the Woodford better.
Woodford better? Yeah, I like the Woodford better too. I mean,
Yeah.
I have a sweet tooth, so I find the Woodford to be sweeter, and I would rather go for that than the Buffalo Trace, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. Okay, so on to number 3.
Alrighty.
Yeah. This one is the Town Branch Maple Barrel Stout. It is 94 proof.
All right.
Yeah. The flavor profile for this one is maple, cocoa, brown sugar, and cherry. What do you think?
Interesting. I've obviously been here for a number of the interviews you do.
Yeah.
And I feel like this one, a lot of people say is their favorite.
Yeah, Tan Branch tends to be.
I love it.
Really?
Yeah.
Is
I
it
think I still like the Woodford
Woodford better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like, did you say cherry?
Yeah.
It's a little like sour.
Okay.
There's like a
That's
strong
interesting. A lot of people say
sourness.
sweet cherry, almost like a cherry Coke to it. Like, this would be good with your Coke. Yeah. So,
Could we get a Coke into?
no. Not, I mean, maybe later, but not right now. But you're getting more of a sour cherry.
I think so.
The last guest, Zach, we said it's the like Luxardo cherries that they use in old fashions. Those like deep, dark.
I'm not a big like even sweet cherry fan.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I like a cherry Coke.
Yeah.
But I don't like I won't eat like a maraschino cherry and a
No, I don't. I mean, I'll eat maraschino cherries. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
I would prefer, now that I'm older and more mature, Luxardo.
I don't even know that was a thing.
We bought a like $30 jar of cherries at
I
one
didn't know.
time.
I just thought they were fancy maraschino cherries.
No, maraschino cherries are like plastic.
I don't eat them, so I wouldn't know.
Okay. Well, enough about cherries. Let's get into your next question. Okay, so you mentioned you went to a D3 school, Transylvania University in Lexington, Kentucky. If Sydney, the previous question, was a tactful, thoughtful question, this next question comes from another best friend that you met in college, Allegra, and she would be a little more chaotic in your
Yeah.
life, right?
Yeah. In the best way.
In the best way, of course,
yeah.
obviously. Yeah, no shade to Allegra. She's an amazing person. But yeah, she brings the chaos in a fun way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I asked her for her question, she wanted me to ask you about the senior year beer Olympics during an ice storm.
Yeah.
So what do you remember? Because she couldn't remember all the details. She was like,
Yeah.
I was blackout, so these are what I remember. And I'll let you fill in, or start, and I'll fill in the
Yeah.
any gaps that I know of.
This was actually like I still look back on this and this was one of the greatest parties we ever threw, like to this day.
Yeah.
Greatest party ever been to, ever thrown. I've tried to like recreate the magic of what that night was and I cannot. So it was the Winter Olympics going on and I think it was like Valentine's Day fell on a Friday.
Okay.
And we were trying to remember we were trying to think of like what would be a fun like anti-Valentine's Day party we could throw that we could do instead of celebrating Valentine's Day. Because I think we were like all single or I don't know, we were just seniors in college. And then we were kind of like, wait, what if we did beer Olympics? And so we created these we created this idea. We created like a Facebook group for it because that's how you sent out invitations at the time. And our school was very small. There were only 1,000 people that went to our school. But I would say like me, Sydney, and Allegra, like we had like a group of friends that we would hang out with. But I would say we were more like on the outskirts. Like they had both been in sororities. We were all athletes, but we weren't like the sorority girls or like in the thick of it of our school.
Okay.
I feel like we were a little bit, especially like me and Allegra, a little bit on the, I don't know how to describe it.
Outcasts?
Not even outcast, just
Weirdos?
maybe. I don't know what people thought of us. But I just, all that to say is like, we did not have like, we were not the people throwing the parties.
Well, let me backtrack really quick. I think this will help the people understand.
Okay.
You transferred into Transylvania your second semester of your freshman year.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember you telling me that when you got there, people said,
Came in like a wrecking ball.
no, not you, to watch out for Allegra, and I don't remember why.
A little just, I think we were more wild than other people at our school.
And your thought, once you heard to stay away from Allegra, is
sign me up.
Yeah, exactly.
Where can I find her?
Exactly. Okay. So
yes.
that is the backstory.
Yep.
A little bit of how we can describe y'all.
Yes.
So back to the party.
Yes. So we we're expecting like our close group of friends to show up, like the people we hung out with on a daily basis. We expected them to come. And we had like all these different events. We asked people to submit a country. Like everybody had to claim a country. And they submitted it to the Facebook group that could have like teams of 4 or 6. Like we were very official in this, and we created a bracket for all the countries. Like I don't even know how we did it. We had this giant poster of all the countries. We had an ice luge. We had like all these beer pong tables. We had it at Allegra's house. Her house was very small, and there was like this weird like attic area. We moved all of the furniture out of her bedroom and living room so that it could just be for the party.
Yeah, she said you guys put it outside.
So that was, we're like, let's kick off, and we like sang the national anthem or like said the Pledge of Allegiance to like kick off the day or the night.
Yeah.
And we were like, all right, if your event is not like in this room, you have to get out of it. Like you can't just spectate, because everybody was jam packed. And I remember looking around and I was like, oh no, everybody here is supposed to be in this room. Like there are so many people in here. We cannot even have the events. So Allegra just opens the door. It is at the middle of an ice storm, or like snow ice storm.
She said it was like negative 20 degrees.
Yeah.
And it's like the only time in your school's history where classes were canceled, maybe?
So not the only time, but it probably was one of the few times.
Yeah.
And so like we bring the whole party outside, or like we bring several of the events outside, and it just like, it was chaos. And I remember at one point we were like trying to keep up with the bracket, but there were just so many people. And finally, like, we don't have police on our campus. We had Department of Public Safety, so DPS came, and we were like, if you're not 21, you have to leave. Like
Well, they weren't the first to show up. Campus security showed up.
No,
Apparently.
that's campus security.
Oh,
Yeah,
campus security showed up
DPS.
first. Okay.
Yeah. So DPS came, and we were like, and they were just said like, if you're not 21, you have to leave. And so that helped get a lot of people out. But then I remember at one point we're down to like only a few teams, and it's like my team, our good group of guy friends team, and then like a third random team of guys.
Okay.
And we were like, all right, like we're in the finals. And this one group of guys were like, we haven't lost a single game. And I was like, okay, but you're out. Like, this is our party. We are doing this. So like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
you're just out. And like, there was no like winning. I don't know.
Right,
Like, we just
yeah.
were, and I think the other group of guys ended up winning, but it just was like, it like all worked out so well in terms of like, we thought through it so well. We like planned, we did so much for it. And then it just all like worked. It was like the whole school, like as the Olympics should, just bring people together.
Yeah.
And I just remember it being like, it was so much fun. And every year I'm like, we should do Beer Olympics again. Like
Yeah.
it is just so much fun.
Yeah.
We were the Jamaican bobsled team
I
was
heard.
our
Yeah.
country of choice. So we like duct taped the colors on our shirts. Cause like, I don't know how else.
Yellow,
but
black, and green.
yeah, it looked good.
Okay.
We did it. So
She could not remember, but she thinks something epic happened in the finale, and she wanted to know if you could remember.
oh
You don't
no,
know?
I don't remember.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
It was.
And you were drinking a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I remember a lot, but I don't remember any epic finale.
Okay.
Maybe it was that we actually won and like came back, but I don't remember.
Okay. All right. But then, so the end of the Olympics did not end the day for you guys. Apparently, it's now around about 7 a.m. when the games finish. And somebody suggests y'all go for a run.
That was like the next day, but yes, we did end up going on a beer mile the next morning.
7 a.m., negative 20 degrees out.
The guys who had won were like, hey, we're day drinking, come back, like hang out. And I was like, no, I really want to go for a run because.
So you suggested the run.
I suggested the run because I just like wanted to go for a run. And so I was like, no, I can't drink anymore. Which like the fact that I was even able to consider going for a run the next day was to be 21 again.
Yeah.
But yeah, I said like we should go for a run. And so the whole group was like, well, instead of like you not coming and not drinking, why don't we just all go for a run around the block? And so like midway through the day, we like all set out and went on a run midday after we had continued things for so long. I do think we slept came back.
Okay.
I do think there was a break
There was
in between. Yeah,
okay.
there was a slight rest.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, the details were spotty.
Yeah,
From
it's
the
been
source.
a while. It's been a while. We've aged a bit.
A little bit,
Yeah.
but I mean, it sounds like an epic night.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very nice. I mean, yeah, we'll have to try to recreate it. We have some epic parties here.
We do. Maybe we have Beer Olympics next. When's the next Olympics? 2 years?
2 years. Yeah. Next
Maybe we have like
winter.
an off term Olympics.
Okay. That'd be fun.
Really bring the people together.
Yeah.
This country needs it.
The city needs it.
This city needs it.
Yeah. Okay. Number 3 done. What did you think? You're still not your favorite.
I'm still with the.
Still on the Woodford.
Yeah.
Okay. That's, I mean, everybody's palate's different. Yeah. And I mean, my favorite's Woodford too. But we're going to move on to number 4. And this is the Colonel E.H. Taylor Small Batch Bottled in Bond. It's 100 proof. And the flavors for this one are caramel corn, butterscotch, oak, licorice, cherry, orange, and spices.
Ooh.
That'll put hair in your chest.
Did not love that one.
Yeah, this is spicy.
That was better.
Okay.
But man, I feel it.
Clearing up your nasal passages.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Any of the flavor profile come through?
No.
Okay. Well, I'll continue sipping this one. I imagine you're not going to.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. It did its job.
Yeah.
Okay. So number 4 question. You've created an amazing community here in DC through something that you started, actually. It's called the Bravo Book Club. So first of all, tell the people, what exactly is the Bravo Book Club?
So Bravo Book Club is it started as a group of women who wanted to watch Bravo. And when I say a group of women who wanted to watch Bravo, I mean a group of women whom I wanted to watch Bravo. And the only way I could convince them to do it was if I said, okay, every week you're going to come to my house. We're going to watch an episode. You're going to go home, watch a couple episodes on your own. And then we come back the next week, talk about it, watch the next episode. Like very book club-esque, no reading.
Right.
Just Bravo watching.
Sure.
Because Real Housewives of New York is so ingrained into my soul and so much of my personhood, I needed all of my friends to understand me more deeply and be able to relate to the memes I sent them.
Yeah.
That was a big motivator.
Right. I was going to say,
the memes.
you send a lot of memes and you quote a lot of quotes.
I'm a quoting gal, and I need people to understand. I've almost said so many quotes here, but they're so niche that I know they're not going to land.
Okay.
So I've refrained, but...
Give me one. Give me one that you thought of already.
Well, the "It Burns" from She's the Man. Which that one is like so small that I don't know that people always can pick up on like what I'm doing there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I always want to quote Luann. I want to quote Dorinda.
What are you doing without Dorinda?
What are you doing here without Dorinda?
Yeah.
I want to quote Sonia. Like I want to just, Ramona, all of them. And then so living in DC, there's such a crossover of like political memes with Real House or like political commentary that is with Real Housewives that I think is just so funny. And I want to share it with my friends. I'm like, well, they're not going to get it and appreciate it in the way that I want them to. And so in order to get them to do that, I must bring them along the Bravo journey. And it's been about a year now, a little over a year since we started the Bravo Book Club. We're not quite through Real Housewives of New York. So
what season are you on now?
We are on season 9. 9.
You sure?
8.
Somewhere between 8 and 9.
I missed last week, so I forget.
Okay.
But we are on the season where, how could you do this to me? ? So it's about Tom. So those are just one episode packs a punch, two classic lines.
Okay.
Where Luann is wanting to marry Tom.
Yeah.
But he has cheated on her
Oh.
in New York when she's in Miami. So it just is like, there's nothing better. There is nothing better than Real Housewives of New York. And there's nothing better than watching it with your friends.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's every week we go to somebody's house. That person makes dinner. Somebody makes dinner. We are less diligent about watching. Sometimes we get too much talking. So for all your viewers, if you're considering starting, watch, then talk. You have to set that precedent early.
Yeah.
But it's great.
Nice.
I love the Bravo Book Club.
Yeah, the Bravo Book Club has been great. I've been fortunate to experience it for a brief moment when they come here, and then I fuck off to another room. But um, they're a great set of gals, and you guys have such a unique friendship and bond, and you guys have come together. It's been beautiful to see.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I asked them to to give
I
me
thought that was the question. I was like, great.
no, that was just the intro.
Okay.
I asked them to provide me some questions of things they would love to know about you.
Okay.
So we're gonna do this in a bit of a rapid fire.
Okay.
Because
I think I need another sip before
Okay.
we start.
Yeah.
I know this one is. It burns.
it burns. Yeah, because they sent far too many. That's a little bit of the DC type A, I believe, personality coming through. So I went through.
Third sip better.
Third sip better.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, I went through and I picked out some of their favorites and some of my favorites. Some of these will be quick answers. Some of them might be longer, drawn out answers. Some of them are a little funny. Some of them are more serious and introspective. So, and there is one question in there from my daughter, Natalie. So she wanted to ask as well. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Okay. If we lost you in a grocery store, what aisle would we most likely find you?
Oh, this is such a good question. I was gonna say like the international section because I like to see, I love Asian food, and so like what types of sauces, ramens, like does this particular grocery store have? That would probably be my top pick. But honestly, you could lose me for a really long time at a grocery store. I love a suburban grocery store specifically. I love to meander. I love to see just like what's new in food,
grocery.
in grocery. Yeah, I think that's one of my biggest qualms with DC is the lack of a good grocery store. So maybe an international aisle, but I mean, really anywhere. I'll just get lost.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay. What was your biggest win this week?
I did really well at track yesterday. I've been really
did?
struggling leading the 545s at that speed in this heat and feeling a little bit like, I don't know if I can do this. And yesterday felt good. And I felt like, I think I can do this.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. If you had to eat a crayon, which color would you choose and why?
The first one that came to my mind is, I don't know the name of the crayon, but like it's a creamy purpley color. And no idea. It just came to my head and I was like, that crayon really speaks to me.
Okay.
Maybe the color like looks appetizing, intriguing.
Yeah.
But that's what came to my mind.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with it.
I'll take it. I'll take it. If you were a horse in the Kentucky Derby, what would your name be?
I know there's one that's coming to my mind, but I can't say it out loud because
Why
it's like a nickname I've had my whole life.
Oh, you gotta say it.
I can't say
you
it.
have to say it. I know what it is. I'll say it if you don't say it. Say it.
It's Whippy Woppy.
Yeah, it is.
That was my nickname growing up from my dad. I don't know why he called me that, but he did.
I'm gonna put it in big letters right here. It's gonna say Whippy Woppy.
So I final answer Whippy Woppy.
Okay. What's the most iconic episode of Roni, Real Housewives of New York, and what is the best quote to come from that?
Oh my gosh.
I know that you have a lot to choose from.
Yeah, I mean, gosh, I wish like we could have tracked how often I was like, everybody pay attention to this episode. Oh, I know. The Berserkshire is one of the first ones where they go to Dorinda's house and where Dorinda says, I cooked all day, I made it nice, and if you can't behave, you'll all go home. And that's also where Bethany like keeps calling Luann a hoe. And Luann is like crashing out about it. And Jules is like, her dad is like in the hospital. And so she's outside, like trying to figure out what's going on with her dad. And Luann comes out and is like, Bethany just called me a hoe. And Jules is like, well, my dad is like in the hospital and she's right now. So like I can't really deal with this. And Luann's like, but she called me a hoe, as if like that was the worst part. It's like, Luann, chill. It's not that big of a deal, and you are. No disrespect.
Right. Yeah. Not to your queen.
No. Well, Bethany's my queen,
Oh, okay.
but Luann is there. She's my countess.
Oh, the Countess, of course. How could I?
Yeah. So that one I think is my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the one that's I think right now the best. There's probably others.
Which Roni housewife would be the worst roommate and why?
Ramona.
Ramona.
Yeah.
Why?
She's so picky and inflexible and just has diarrhea of the mouth and she's like a horrible human being. So
Fair.
I couldn't be around her in person.
Okay. No, that's absolutely fair. I have that feeling about several of the Roni ladies, but we'll save that for another time. If you were on the show Traitors, would you want to be a faithful or a traitor, and why?
I think like while it would be more fun to be a traitor, I think as I alluded to earlier, I am a faithful at heart and I would be like queen of the faithfuls where I'm like, come on guys, we've got to work together. We've got to get this done. Because I just am such a like leader of the charge and like we must come together.
But that sometimes can backfire on the leader of the traitors.
Usually they end up
faithful.
Usually it's like Pilot Pete who gets turned
Yeah.
to be a traitor, which like maybe that could be fun towards the end.
Yeah.
Give you something new to get through the remaining episodes.
Okay.
But
Okay. So you
I
would
think OG traitor. I mean OG faithful.
OG is faithful, and you would
could
turn.
be convinced to turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If given the option.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're going home.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. It's not about the money for me.
That's a lie. What's your favorite genre of book and your favorite book from that genre?
Oh. I don't know if I have a favorite genre.
Okay.
I am not the biggest reader. I could be a bigger reader.
Sure. I mean, me too.
I like a mystery thriller-y book. Like Gone Girl, I was like an OG Gone Girl fan. Like a good plot twist. I always say my favorite book is East of Eden, which is none of those things. That's a very like great American novel. But I would say those are my two favorite books. But I don't have a particular genre. I like kind of anything I can grab onto. I'm very much somebody who like, if I can get through it, like if I finish it, I almost always think it was a good book.
Okay.
So I'm not that big of a critic of books.
And if you don't like it, you'll DNF.
Yeah, typically. Sometimes I hate read a book, but not typically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We're going to play a little game of Fuck, Marry, Kill. Your choices are Bravo, Cocktails, and the Kentucky Derby.
Ooh. Oh my gosh. Okay. While I love it so, so deeply, this is going to be, I think you're going to be shocked. I would kill the Kentucky Derby.
Okay.
I recognize the harm it does to the horses, and I feel that it's a nice event. You can't, just like my girl ate bells, I'd kill it.
R.I.P. 8 Bells.
So yeah, kill the Kentucky Derby.
Okay.
Keep the Derby party though.
Sure, yeah. Okay, we're not talking about the party, just the Derby itself.
Marry Bravo. There's so much there. There's so much depth. You'll never get bored. You'll never get tired.
Okay. So fuck cocktails.
Fuck cocktails, yeah.
Okay. All right. What quality about yourself are you fondest or most proud of?
I do think that I'm a good friend. I think I work really hard at my relationships, and I think I pride myself on how I manage friendships. Like I give people a lot of grace. I like to think of things from like other people's perspective, and I think those are good qualities in a friend. I'm very open-minded. I think I just am overall most proud of how I maintain and care for my friendships.
Nice. Yeah, I remember with that one. What would your Real Housewives tagline be?
These are such good questions. I wish I had prepared.
No, these have to come off the top of the dome.
I know.
Yeah.
That's such a good one. I feel like it
I'm
needs...
surprised you don't have one already.
know,
Like, you
I
guys have been
know.
doing this for a year. I'm surprised this hasn't come up within the Bravo Book Club.
No. I feel like I would need to do something, like I would do a pun on like the name Kerri. Like, I like to have fun, but never get carried away, or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
We could workshop that, but I see where you're
like
going.
that's-
I see where you're going.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What's a skill that you'd love to learn?
Oh my God, so many. Patience? No.
I mean,
That is one, but I think like, and actually, you know what? I'm gonna double down on patience, because there are so many hobbies and skills I would love to learn, but I simply don't have the patience to learn them. So first
this
patience, then I can
will
learn
lead to
other
other hobbies.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Okay. What's the most underrated thing to do in DC?
Bravo Book Club.
Naturally. If Burrito could write a review about you, Burrito's our cat. If he could write a review about you, what would he say?
10 out of 10. That's my mom. I love her. No, he probably has a lot of critiques. A few too many songs. Stop picking me up. I wish he'd stop singing. Feed me more.
Okay. But he
think he'd give me a
does
7 out
love
of
you,
10.
though. He
I
does
think
love
7
you.
out of 10, but that's where I could improve.
He very much loves you more than me.
Yeah.
So,
It's right here.
yeah, he's on your side of the room, staring at you. Okay. If you came with a warning label, what would that warning label say?
I feel like you should answer that. You feel like you have something in your mind. I feel like it's just warning. Chaos ahead.
Okay. I mean, honestly, you might have nailed it with that one. Because, I mean, don't get me wrong. You were perfect. Yeah, thank you for filling that in for me. 10 out of 10. But you do have some chaotic energy sometimes.
I would agree.
Yeah. And the fuse for how quickly you're willing to, not willing, but how quickly things can spiral is not that long.
Yeah, going back to the patience.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Your patience meter is the lowest.
Low, always.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so this is a weird one. If you had to, if you had to have your limbs replaced with with cucumbers and pineapples, which are you choosing for your legs and which for your arms?
Cucumber arms, pineapple legs.
You think so?
Yeah, that'd be so weird otherwise.
Okay.
Proportionally. Gotta be cukes and pineapples.
Okay. All right. I'll take it. If juicy sweatsuits came back, but you couldn't put juicy on the ass, what word would go there instead?
I feel like it would have to be like thick.
Ah, yeah. With a bunch of C's?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Who makes you laugh the most?
You?
I mean, I was going to be upset if you didn't say me, but is that honestly like...
I would say you and my sister.
Mm-hmm.
I think my sister makes me laugh the most about like kind of nothing, or like maybe it makes me laugh the hardest.
Yeah. You guys have your whole lifetime of inside jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like she's the one I really like cry laughing with.
Yeah. No, for sure. That's not going to bother me at all.
All the time with you.
Yeah, I know. I'm just playing. I was just trying to get you to laugh. Final question.
Okay.
How would your FBI agent describe you to their colleagues based on your Google search history?
I mean, that's a... I think she, my FBI
Whoever it
agent,
is.
could be a she.
Yeah.
I think they would be confused
Yeah.
incredibly. Like today, I don't even know if I should say it.
Let's not gross the people out on the things that we were looking up on our phones today due to new cats and their potential illnesses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that threw it for a wrench. But I'm a big Googler.
Yeah.
Big. I got to know the answer right now. So I'll look anything up.
You will.
Anything up. And sometimes I really, I have a knack for saying things with authority that may not actually be true and many times are not. So I sometimes like have to, and like words I say where I'm like, you know what? Do I even know what that word means? So sometimes I'm like, what does, I don't even know, like what does the word theory mean? Like, am I using that word correctly? Like,
Right.
I'll look up a very random word sometimes because I've convinced myself I don't actually know what it means.
Yeah.
So yeah, really,
Wide breadth.
yeah,
So they describe you as
they really couldn't pin me down.
Yeah.
That'd be hard to build a
a profile.
profile on me,
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. All right. That's all the questions that we had time for because we honestly could have been here all night.
Great.
And I'll send you all the questions and maybe you guys discuss it at your next Bravo book club.
Great.
Yeah. Okay. On to the last bourbon. And this one is going to be Blanton's Small Batch. This one is 93 proof. The flavor profile for this one is vanilla, citrus, butterscotch, honey, caramel, nutmeg, and baking spices.
Nice.
Right?
Nice.
Smooth. Especially after the 100 proof E.H. Taylor.
Yep, definitely.
Coming down to this is so nice. And of course, Blanton's is just a very, very smooth bourbon, in my opinion. Yeah. Okay. And you asked, when you sat down at the table, you asked for an extra little bit of a
You
pour.
only gave me a little whisper of Bland's.
A whisper.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, you better finish it then.
I will.
Okay. All right. Final question. For years, you have said that you don't consider yourself a runner. What do you mean by that?
I have always said I'm somebody who runs, but I'm not a runner. I know, it's crazy. I still somewhat feel that way. I think there is and I know this is going to sound even crazier. I feel like there is a culture of running that I don't adhere to super deeply.
Sure.
Like I don't know the who's who of the running world. Like I do now because of being at NETC and our partnership with ASICS. I know, but I don't like, I remember when we first met, you would get up early to watch the marathon,
Berlin or
like
Tokyo.
the big ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
That still is not something I would do. Like it was really cool when that one guy broke 2, but like I can't even remember his name. And so
Think about it.
no, nothing
Nothing in there.
in there.
Really?
I mean, Kipchoge, but that's not.
Oh, you're talking about who just broke
Yeah,
the world record.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is
Exactly.
either. Yeah.
So I just feel that there is like a dedication to running that I don't feel qualifies me as a runner. But on paper, I do seem like a runner. Like I've always called myself like the begrudged runner.
Okay.
Because I'm not like enthusiastically getting out there for
So
a run.
basically what you're saying is you haven't made running your whole personality.
Even that I think it would be hard to claim these days. I think that's being like pacer at a run club. All of my friends are runners.
Yeah, but your all your conversations isn't 24/7 running.
Right. Yeah.
And like you said, you're still not going out and looking up who all these runners are.
Yeah.
And the few runners you do recognize are either through ASICS, through Bourbon Club, when we had Emma Grace Hurley here,
Which is also through ASICS.
through ASICS as well, or me showing you things. Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
But you also for a long time said that you would never run a marathon.
Yeah.
That was like a personality quirk.
Yeah.
You were like, I will never run a marathon.
Yeah. I was like, I'll never be that guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
That gal.
Turns out you lied to yourself
did.
because you're now training for the Marine Corps Marathon.
Yes.
And you said that you've One day like to qualify for Boston.
I would.
Yeah. So that implies, assuming you don't qualify in your first attempt,
So cool if I did.
that you're going to run multiple marathons.
Yes.
What prompted the change?
It was the Philly half, training for that. While running the Philly half was still challenging, the training for it felt really enjoyable. I enjoyed the long runs. Nothing felt hard during the train. Like things were challenging. I did not feel that begrudged feeling about training that I had felt in the past for everything. And even when I ran it, despite it being hard, it made me feel like, what is next? What comes after this? And I think that's like kind of normal with running, unfortunately. But that was the first time when I really was like, I want to try something different. I feel like certainly I could keep trying to get faster at the half. Like that would be cool if I still got faster, but it feels less exciting to keep training for the same distance. That when I feel like I can do more, when I would like to see what else I can do. And while I still am at an age that I can push myself, I want to try
Okay.
to
Very nice.
push myself.
Yeah.
And now that I'm a little bit older, my Boston qualifying time is slower. So I really was just biding my time until
Got it. It was all a long-term play.
Yeah, it was a long
Yeah,
con
yeah,
to
okay.
be
Okay.
like, I don't care. But I just knew I needed to reach
Yeah.
35. I'm not 35 yet, but I
Okay.
needed to reach that before
Okay.
I could qualify.
Got it.
So I could go just a little slower.
Got it. Okay. Okay. So now that you're what, 4 weeks into training, give or take, 4 or 5 weeks. How's training going?
Based on today,
Okay, you can't count today.
terrible. I hated it.
The weather today was horrible.
Yeah.
We ran separately, but we both ran at probably the worst time of day to run. It was so hot. It was so humid. We probably should have got up early this morning and gone for a run because it was raining. It would have been much more cool and enjoyable. So don't base it off today. Give me the whole like 4.5, 5 weeks of training. How's it been so
So
far?
far, so good. Not. I've enjoyed. I've been running more days in a row, and I feel like I can do it. I feel like I can balance it right now, which I think was another one of my fears of just like, how could anybody like watching you train sub threes, which obviously is very different, but that's all I knew about marathon training was like people just going so hard and just being so depleted and it taking up so much of your life. I was like, that's awful. Why would I ever want to do that?
Yeah.
But then seeing some of my friends who did it more in a like more enjoyable way, I was like, wait, you mean I just get to run with my friends more? That sounds great.
Yeah.
So I think seeing that too of just like, oh, I get to spend longer with my friends on a Saturday afternoon. Hell yeah, give me that.
Nice. All right. Do you have any goals other than like, Boston qualifying your first marathon? Say you don't. Do you have a goal for this marathon?
I would like to go sub 4.
I think that's a guarantee. Knock on wood. But again, I think you have that in the bag. You pace the 5:45 pace.
I know, but I've never run that far, so I don't know.
Okay.
So yeah, sub 4 is like, I mean, finishing goal 1.
Yeah.
Sub 4, 3:45 would be the creme de la creme of
Okay.
my goals. So
I mean, what are your half PR 138? Uh, double that and add 10 minutes.
you know I can't do that.
You look like a 150 maybe.
350?
350. Thank you.
150.
World record. You could do that.
So you're saying even that I'd be going even
That's assuming you hit a major wall, right?
okay.
And your training is going really well. And you're a very strong runner. So I think you could even go faster.
I think 3:45 is
It's a good goal.
yeah.
Yeah. It's a good, like, B goal. think A goal would be like 3:30.
Okay.
B goal 3:45.
I'll let that be your goal.
I'll set the bar higher for you. I believe you can do it. I believe
Okay.
in you. Okay, so say you do qualify for Boston, first marathon. You get into Boston.
Then I'm like gonna become a professional runner. I'm gonna be like, why stop there?
Okay.
We're going all the way.
Well, that kind of like you jokingly say that, but I was going to ask you, you qualify for Boston, you run Boston. Is that it? You done marathoning? That's
Well-
it? 2 and out?
No, maybe not. I would run other majors, but similarly to you,
Yeah.
where I feel like I wouldn't be as excited to run other marathons, just like everybody else, and that's why it's so hard to get into them. But if it's a place worth going, I would run a marathon there.
Okay.
So if I didn't get in, I could also just go to those places
Yes.
and visit
Yeah.
and not run a marathon. But I do
Yeah.
think, obviously, the experience of running a marathon in these cool places is cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I would say Boston and New York would be top tier of where I'd want to go. Chicago, I would love to run in Chicago. And then, yeah, I guess the world majors.
Okay.
So
The 7, potentially 9 world majors.
I don't know that I would care. I wouldn't care as much about running Sydney. I wouldn't care as much. I feel like I wouldn't care as much about running Tokyo. I feel like I would just want to visit Tokyo.
Okay.
Not run.
Yeah.
Berlin, that would be cool.
Yeah. London.
Yeah, London. Yeah, I think I already said that, but
Shanghai.
maybe again, like
assuming they become one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Johannesburg
yeah,
or
I think-
Cape Town.
yeah.
Cape Town.
I think it'd be cool more to visit like those places because one, I've been to London, I've been to Berlin. I think a place like that I wouldn't mind as much running because I wouldn't need to see the sights as much. Whereas like going to all of those places, I haven't been, and so do I want to be tired and worn down from a marathon?
Right.
Maybe not. So I think places I've already been, I'll run a marathon as well. Places I haven't been, maybe not.
Okay.
So
That's fair. It's
so just like
logical.
4 marathons I'd be willing to run.
Okay. So
Yeah.
run 4 marathons, and that'll be it. Your marathon career over.
Yeah.
Move to ultras.
No. That's crazy. No.
Come back down to halves.
Maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe a 5K.
Pierre, you're 5K.
Yeah. Maybe I'll just find a different hobby.
Nah, I doubt it. You're surrounded by runners. You're a runner now. So welcome to the
I'm
group.
a runner.
You heard it here. All right. Well, we are done with our bourbon tasting. I'm done. You still have a bunch, but which was your favorite?
I still think the Woodford.
Really?
Yeah.
Even over the Blands. I mean, it's my
They
favorite.
were pretty
Yeah.
close,
Interesting.
but I did really like the Woodford.
Yeah,
The
Woodford.
Woodford I most immediately enjoyed.
Sure. Okay.
Like on the
That's
first
fair.
sip, I was like, that's good.
Yeah. Not my favorite, but I get it. I understand it. Yeah, for sure. Well, thank you so much for agreeing to do this and being my season finale guest. This
For
was
having me.
very fun. And thank you so much for introducing me to this very expensive hobby. You have only yourself to blame.
I know.
Yeah. But it was worth it. Because I got the date and now marry you.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay. Well, good luck on the rest of your training. And I'll be cheering you on the whole way, of course. And let's go to Australia.
Let's go.
All right, cool. And to everybody at home, thank you for tuning in today. Please like and subscribe on this episode because it really does help to keep this show going. And to all my guests who came and sat across from me this season, thank you so much for coming and sharing your stories. It has been truly a pleasure to get to know every single one of you that much more. And I hope everybody walked away from here with a greater appreciation of bourbon. All right. Well, like I said, this is the end of season 1. These bourbons are going back up on the wall, and we will debut a brand new lineup in October. But in the meantime, you can go back and watch every single episode on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, and Amazon Music, as well as YouTube, and check out every single episode from this season. All right, y'all. I am going to go and run the city marathon. So wish me luck, and I will see you all on the next season. Bye.